So the Common Core standard that I chose to highlight for this assignment is for 8th grade reading under the category of craft and structure. It says, determine the meaning of words and phrases as they are used in a text, including figurative and connotative meanings. Analyze the impact of specific word choices on meaning and tone, including analogies or allusions to other texts. So I think this is a good exercise in trying to get 14-year-olds to really consider word choice, and just like one set of events can be told, in infinite different ways, and you can have a drastically different impact on the story as the narrator, the speaker, by choosing different words. So like one student might say, I knew my dad was angry when he took my cell phone from me. And the other student might say, my father was infuriated as he ripped my cell phone from my grasp. And so it's a very different experience for the audience, but it's describing the same series of events. So a few assignments or like ways you can kind of teach this subject. I think it'd be good to have a creative writing assignment, and you could do ability grouping. So like if there are some students that are not that competent at reading and writing, you can kind of assist them by maybe giving them a lower minimum word requirement, maybe give them a word bank to kind of assist in to help them with the assignment. And that would be a version of differentiated instruction, where you're giving different students with different abilities different avenues for mastering the curriculum. Another thing you could do is interest grouping. So you can kind of let students choose their own groups, and then they'll find some like-minded students. You give them some leeway with like the topic that they're writing about. And then they're likely to be more enthusiastic about writing about it. And that is a version also of differentiated instruction, and then also constructivism, when they're giving their input and having a say in the assignment. They're likely to be more excited about it. Also, I think a really fun exercise for a creative writing assignment would be like a think, pair, share approach. So you could take one kind of explicit, mundane paragraph and break the students up into groups of 3 or 4, and then say, I want all 4 of you to rewrite this paragraph in your own words and try to make it entertaining for the reader. And so they can each write their own, and then when they finish, they can read them out loud and kind of compare with the partners in their group. And that is also a version of constructivism. It's also, I think all these like group activities are a practice in SEL, social emotional learning. For my own experience, I do have experience. I took a philosophy course, and for the final, we could either write a paper based on a prompt that the professor had, or we could do like a creative outlet. And I like writing songs, so I wrote like a philosophy song where one verse was about Aristotle and one verse was about Sisyphus. And it had me like thinking a lot about what we had learned that semester, and kind of like, oh, how do I make that rhyme? And I thought it was like, I was enthusiastic. I was excited to do this assignment. So yeah, I think when students have some say in their assignment, they're more likely to kind of master the curriculum. All right then.